Hello. Greetings, everyone. It's been a while. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello? Skye. Oh, that's right. The youngin says Skye. Hello. It is I, the great wizard Sage Shinyu. Now, I think there might be quite a few people who are not familiar with me. It's been quite a while since I've been here. So, it's Sage Shinyu, yes. I am the great wizard, as someone has mentioned. I oversee the different realms and rifts of other Skye beings that cross over into Skye's channel. Yes, so you could say I'm the gatekeeper. We may need a Phoenix Down for Sage for reasons. What do you mean? I think I sound fine. Do I not sound hale and hearty? I think I do. Well, anyway, so today I am here yet again to to DM a TTRPG session for each and every one of you. By the way, can you hear the music? I do have music playing in the background. Anyway, so today will be a one-shot not connected to any of the other sessions that we've had in the past. So not related to, what was it? The one with Farmer, I believe. Farmer and everybody in the party. I forget their names, but there was also that other one that Skye DM'd for you all. The one with the mall, I believe. Yes. Also, hello there. Welcome, Kaiser Dragon. And Dark DNA Dragon. Many dragons in the chat today. Oh, that's right. The DMs for the mall one were you, Skylights. Good job. I hope Skye had a fun time. Anyway, let me think. Where do we start? How do we start this? I do have the story in mind. I need to relate to you the mechanics and rules for today. So, this will be a very stripped down version of a TTRPG. So, there is dice rolling, but there won't be any stats. It is just pure dice rolling from D1 to 6, so a 6-sided die. And then, many choices will be shown on the screen down below with the poll option, so that when a decision comes up, the Skylights can unanimously vote on it. Yes? Alright. So, a 1 to 3 is a not so good roll in most cases, and a 4 to 6 would be a pretty good roll in most cases, and we will treat 1s as a critical failure and then 6s as a critical success, if you guys are familiar with that, meaning you either fail miserably or you succeed amazingly. Yes, alright. So, greetings, O wise one. Hast thou seen the fairest commander? I saw her when she handed me her PC for this. But aside from that, it's been a while since we last talked, to be honest. Anyway. So, let's begin with setting the scene now, shall we? Let me just rearrange some things here and see if I can set up the mood. Let me think. Yes, let's begin with this. All right. Now, a little bit unconventional for starting music, I know, but hear me out. Bear with me here. All right. So, you awaken in your nice, comfortable bed. Now, there's no roaring dragons, no townsfolk clattering about, just the nice peace and quiet of a not so early morning with birds around you. And you are your regular self, just a regular human being. Now, while you are laying around in bed relaxing, suddenly you hear your phone ring. It's right next to you on your nightstand, and it's buzzing incessantly. Now, You don't know who could possibly be calling you at this hour, depending on whether you are or are not a morning person. But what do? You have the option to check it. You could silence it. You could throw it out the window. It's up to you. Wait, let me set up the poll first. I just realized. What do you do? Check and answer phone. Silence phone. And then there is throw out window. Start the poll. All right. Now, the poll should be up now. I'm not quite sure how it shows up on streams like vertical ones, but I'm sure that you can see it. Please feel free to vote. And it should appear normally for those of you on PC, since, well, chat is separate from the stream itself. Now, let's see. How many votes do we have now? We have about 15. That's 18, never mind. All right. Can we get at least 25? There's about 21 votes now. Why do we do a poll when we know this is going? Who knows? I have no idea where this is going today. For all I know, you guys could be very cooperative, right? Right? Anyway, so let's see. How many votes do we have now? We got 27. That's good. All right, I will end the poll. You decide to throw it out the window. On second thought, why do we have polls anyway? So in a fit of sleepy annoyance, you grasp your phone with a grip to rival that of a climber and you yeet it straight out your window, which, by the way, is still closed. So you shatter your window pane and it flies straight out and down onto the ground. But instead of hearing a loud thud, you hear a loud ow! Oh dear, it seems that you have hurt somebody. It would be prudent to go and check, so I will make you guys go check. Through your broken window pane, you look outside and see a familiar face. Now, is it a man or a woman? Or a non-binary person? Whatever you prefer. Let me add some choices. Hang on. This person is let me for now, for the sake of convenience, let's keep it to these three choices. Let's start a poll. All right. This person is, feel free to pick. Who is this person? All right, we've got about 11 votes. All right, cool. 14, 17. All right, let's see if we can get back up to 25. 21. By the way, are any of you watching on your mobile phones? Can we get a show of hands for those of you who are on your mobile phones right now? So that, and can you tell me, how does it look on your screen? The poll, I mean. Does it appear on the bottom? PC for you? Ah, Ravex is on their phone. I see. And Kenny as well. I think there is a little bit of latency. More than usual compared to other streams, that is. Appears on the bottom. Alright, that's good. I am not using the shorts format. It shows up. I see. Alright. Good to know. So, let us check the poll. We have, oh dear, that's 35 votes. That's quite a few. Alright. I'm ending the poll now. So, it is a woman. Now, this woman is a familiar friend of yours. Let's name her Jane. So, Jane is clutching her head in pain with a slight dent in her forehead that seems like it could have come from the corner of your phone. But thankfully, your phone is all right. And so you open up your window and say, "Hey, Jane, what are you doing here?" And Jane, through her groaning, replies, "Did you forget? My head." And to your knowledge, you don't seem to remember anything. Would you guys like to roll to remember? I've never seen this phone. She's stalking us. No, she's not. But anyway, roll it. All right, let's roll. See if you can remember what she's trying to remind you of. Oh, that is a critical success! Wonderful! All right, so the memory flashes right before your eyes of just about a week ago, where you and your friends, including Jane, were all talking about how you wanted to go out on a trip. A big old road trip out into the forest to go camping together. And so, as you remember this, you're like, oh god, sorry Jane, right, camping, is everybody ready? And now that she is no longer in pain, or at least from what you can tell, she replies, yeah, everyone's in the van outside over there. She points to a suspicious white van, but you know that's your friend Greg's white van. He's fine. He's a nice guy. And so just pack your stuff. You have it packed, right? And my head. I'll see you there. If anything happens, just she picks up your phone off of the floor and attempts to throw it back at you. Let's roll for that. It manages to fly through the kitchen window downstairs, a floor beneath you. And she's like, sorry, yeah, just pick that up if you need to call us or anything. I'm gonna go. Okay, bye. And there she goes, trotting off to the white van. Does the white van have a license plate? It does, but it seems awfully dented, along with a few other dents alongside the car. Specifically, in the front, for some reason. But you can't exactly tell from this angle. Alright. Jane is now a mortal enemy. No, she is your friend, but she could be your enemy. Friends to enemies, who knows? If you're into that. Alright. Now dent matches the cars. My iPhone 1. Don't worry, it's a very sturdy iPhone 1. You're perfectly fine. So you decide to get yourself ready. Now, here I will be presenting you with some options as to how you will dress yourself and prepare yourself for the trip. Now, for your clothes, you can either go athletic and comfortable. Since it's actually technically it's summer for some of you, but for some of us it's a bit of a colder season now. Athletic and comfortable, or let me think. Sturdy and warm, or flashy and fashionable. All right. You'll wear to camping. All right, let's start the poll. Okay, here we are. So, these are your options. Feel free to vote how you will dress for camping, and this will be your general wear for the rest of the trip as well. What kind of, camper are you? Are you the camper that sits aside and watches everybody prep the camp while you go goof off? Or perhaps you're the one trying to start the fire or build the tent? Or perhaps you are trying to dig a giant hole for whatever reason. Yes. We glamping. Well, you will see what kind of camping you will get. I want to be a nudist camper. I do not recommend that in a forest full of trees and bushes that you will be traversing through. I do not think you want your nipples scratched by a branch. I think that would be very unpleasant. Just saying. All right. How many votes do we have? We have 25. That's enough for me. Maybe I do. Raziel! Somebody put a jacket on that man and zip it up. Okay, anyway. So 28 votes is more than enough. Okay, I'm ending the poll now. It seems that you want to dress flashy and fashionable. Understood. You want to impress your friends, and you've always dressed quite nicely in front of them. So you gotta keep up the fashion, as they say. So now, you decide to grab something a little layered, something a little form-fitting, form-changing in some spots, and some nice, comfortable but classy-looking shoes. And then you also have the option to prepare your items. Of course, you're going to have your basics such as your water canteen, your sleeping bag. But what is the one thing that isn't your phone that you must bring with you? Now, are you bringing with you a book? Or are you bringing a walking stick? An absolutely massive stick that you found one day that you've been absolutely enamored with? Or are you bringing your what can I call it? Let's just call it your iPod. I can't think of any off-brand name. All right. Okay. So here are the items that you can pick from. The book, the walking stick, or the iPod. Just to pass the time in case things get a little boring. Even though you do love your friends. Sometimes it happens, downtime and whatnot. Skye. Wait, no, a book. Let's go. Is the book full of wizard incantations and hexes? To give context for those of you who have just joined, you are still in your regular human world, from what you can tell, at least. Anyway, yes. Unga bunga forever. All right, we have 27 votes. All right, let us end the poll. It seems that you all want to bring your walking stick. It is your pride and joy in your collection of things. And so, although it is bulky, you will bring it with you. You're not sure if it'll fit in the van, but you'll find a way to fit it in the van. All right. Sticks are just honorary bricks after all? I mean, I suppose. Okay. So, you bring your essentials and you bring your prized possession, and it seems that you're ready for the road trip. And then you decide to head downstairs to the kitchen to pick up your phone that Jane threw into your window. You can see that there are indeed glass shards on the floor, but you slightly push them aside with your foot, and then you pick up your phone. You'll deal with the mess later. Surely nobody's going to come by and see the broken window in your house while you're gone for about a week. Nobody's going to notice that. Anyway, so you head out, you lock the door, and then you end up walking to your friend's van. So as you approach Greg's van, seems to be it's seen better days. It's definitely seen better days. There are dents in the back, the barely hanging on car license plate. And then as you head over to the front to see if Greg is indeed driving, you can see that there's a giant dent in the corner as well as in the front. And you could have sworn that you saw one of the doors wobbling as the engine was revving. Now, you check the front. It seems that, thankfully, Greg is not driving, but it seems to be Jane. Well, you tell her that you want the back door opened, and you throw in your stuff, except your walking stick. That stays with you. And then, you decide to hop into the van, and you see all of your other friends. Everyone chatting merrily, somebody asleep, somebody on their phones, some people snacking, and you all decide to get settled in and ready for the road trip. Now, although you remember that you're going camping, you don't exactly remember where, so you ask Jane, where exactly are we camping again? Is this far off forest area on a mountain? So, and then she starts to rev up the engine and starts driving and tells you more about the place while you guys are in transit on the way there. I think, hey Greg, what was the name of the mountain again? The one with the trail with the hiking and everything? I think it's called like Backbroke Mountain or something. Yeah, something like Backbroke Mountain. And, like, I heard that it's like super scary and super cool at the same time. You know, it gets its name because people tend to break their backs when they fall there. So like, yeah, but don't worry, we're all totally capable of doing it, right, guys? And Jane's like, wait, why did I agree to this again? Anyway, so yeah, haha, hey dude. So, are you ready for the hiking trip? I definitely am. Wanna be buddies? Wanna be hiking buddies? What do you say to Greg? Do you want to be hiking buddies with Greg on Backbroke Mountain? Are there any cowboys there? Is that a different mountain? Let me roll to see if you can infer or get out of Jane some more information. Or Greg. Let me roll. A 6. So to your knowledge, Backbroke Mountain is... Can I invite myself? No, you cannot. To your knowledge, and supplemented with Greg's information, Backbroke Mountain has no cowboys, as far as you're aware. It is indeed an extreme hiking trail for those who are very enthusiastic about hiking. Yes, so not yet. Can I call Greg an idiot friendly? Sorry, Greg, we are solo level adventure. I see. It seems all right. You call Greg an idiot affectionately, and then you decide to decline him. And Greg, in response, simply chuckles and elbows you a little bit too hard in the side. And says, "Oh man, well maybe you'll change your mind later, bro." Anyway, yeah, just sit back and relax. I know the car kind of, it's a little rickety now, but like it's been my faithful companion all these years, so you don't worry about it, okay? And so the rest of the road trip goes rather uneventfully. You all stop over at a gas station to stretch and relax and use the bathroom. And at one point, Greg does take turns with Jane at the driving wheel. And surprisingly, for some reason, you managed to grind half the side off of the paint of the van on a giant truck. That was probably Greg's doing. And after that, everyone pulled off an emergency stop at the side, and they swapped places again. Jane took over. And eventually, after hours of traversing, you make it to Backbroke Mountain. Wonderful! And so you all get out of the van, you get out your things, you hold your luggage and your wonderful walking stick, and you look up at this magnificent mountain. 2 tall mounds sitting right next to one another, very lush with trees and plant life, and you can hear the birds hooting and chirping in the distance. Wonderful. Now, but you do know it is called an extreme hiking trail, but you don't exactly see where it is, so you decide to just follow your friends to where you'll be camping for the day. I think we're murder hobo. I'm thinking we're murder hobo Greg. Please do not murder hobo Greg. You are still bound by the laws of this realm, okay? I assume you grabbed 10 Red Bulls at the gas station. What are you going to do with those 10 Red Bulls at Backbroke Mountain? What are you doing? I don't think you'll be needing that many Red Bulls. Well, anyway, it's only murderers if people witness it or find the body. That is true, but if it comes to it, I will have to have you roll. All right, drink every single one. To what end? I suppose we will find later. Anyway, so Greg, Jane, and a few of your friends are gathered around with a map that they got from a little stand off to the side. And they see that a good camping spot is right over there in this little clearing that they can see there. So they guide everyone there. And from that trek alone, it was quite the ordeal. Now let me roll to see how tired everyone gets with this little trip. Rolling. Okay, 5. You're little you're panting a little bit, but it's not that bad. You're all fine. It's the day has simply started. And so now that you find yourselves in the clearing, you can see that there's a remnant of an old campfire. It does seem to be a popular camping spot for everybody, and enough tents for you and your friends. So, what would you like to do at the camp? Now, you can either, let me set up the board. You can, excuse me. You can either set up a tent, you can start the fire, you can look for firewood, or you can chat with your friends. All right, let me start up the poll. And one moment, please. I need to drink some water. Can we let Greg do everything? Unfortunately, you see Greg already goofing off and chasing around birds and things that he can see. It's going to be a little difficult to grab his attention at the moment. Can we set the forest on fire? Oh no, I don't think you'd want to leave Backbrook Mountain nude and deforested now, would you? Alright, do we have any votes? The poll is up. If you would like to vote on it. Did I not mention that? Anyway. Darn it, Greg. Let him get lost. Is Greg a dog? Perhaps. Perchance. We don't know. Trees are evil. That'll keep you well, it'll keep you more than just warm, I think. Is anyone voting? Because there seems to be zero. Let me refresh my page. I don't seem to see any votes. Alright, give it a moment. Give it a moment. It is loading. Have I lost connection to the tubes of you? I think I have lost connection to the tubes of you. Ah, wait. No, we're there. Looks like it's 0 for me too. Oh, well, in that case, let's start that again. Let's try that again, ending the poll. Oh, well, there are the results. It seems like everybody wants to start up a tent. Okay, well, 35 votes too, that's pretty good. Oh, well, there are results, well. Okay, well, it's just the tubes of you being the tubes of you. Anyway, so you decide to tell your friends that you'll set up your tent. And, you don't think you'll be sharing it with anyone, at least. So you decide to set it up. Now, you have the option to read the manual to gain advantage on setting it up. You will roll for this. Would you like to read the manual, or would you like to trust your instincts and luck to build this tent? I will just go with a yes or no answer from you, chat. Obviously, read the manual. Have we ever set it up before? No. Reading? Who reads? Totally not chronicler bias. YouTube has been breaking today. I see. Luck. I can't read. Let's roll. Yes. Manual. YOLO. Understood. All right. Now, you are confident that you can do this, even though you've never done it before. You decide to not read the manual. And, well, you set it up. It's not the most sturdy of tents, but even if you tap on it and like slightly kick it, it doesn't crumple in on itself. So, good enough! That's good enough for a decent sleep. It's not like you're going to get any decent sleep anyway since you're camping. So, now, you decide to clean up the rest of the tools and things that you use to set it up. But then, you notice, you hear something. You hear a rustling in the forest. You have no idea what this is. Hang on, let me see if I can pick the right music for this. No, it's not that one. It's not, well, actually, you know, we should be playing this at Backbrook Mountain anyway. There we go. So, you have the option to check it. Would you like to check the rustling? By the way, you have noticed that your hammer's missing. You do notice that your hammer's missing. It's not Seabat, but it slaps too. Oh no. Unknown danger? Of course. Well then, alright. Can we set Greg to check the rustling? I will allow you to ask Greg to accompany you. So you decide to go look for Greg, who thankfully hasn't wandered off too far. But he does seem to be climbing a tree trunk already. You approach Greg on the ground and say, hey, Greg. Hey, Greg. Oh, yeah, dude, what's up? Do you need something? Can you go check that rustling over there for me? Whoa, rustling? You found something? Dude, let's go check it out together. No, it's okay, really. I think it's better if you just go. No, dude, come on, let's go. He immediately jumps down from the tree trunk, landing in a superhero type pose, though a little wobbly and shaky, so he kind of falls over. But he grabs you by the arm and drags you and tells you to guide him to where the rustling was. Now, as you walk towards where the rustling was, you can still kind of see that the bushes are shaking a little. And don't worry, you still have your stick. You are holding it in a battle-ready pose. Greg Bears climb tree too. And so Greg cautiously tiptoes closer over to the bush. Now, do you let Greg push aside the bushes? Or do you push it open yourself with your stick? Let me put up a poll. You open the bush. Greg opens the bush. This doesn't feel quite right. Also, wait, I need some ambience. I need some fantasy tabletop ambience. Where's the ambience mixer that I sometimes use? I think it's this thing. There we go. Where's the forest? I need a forest. Good enough. Okay. I hope it's not too loud. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. There we go. That's pretty good. All right. There. That is the forest sound. Okay. So we have enough votes. I'm ending the poll now. So with 28 votes, you let Greg open up the bush. He puts his 2 hands inside the twigs and leaves. And as he's about to open it, he feels something smack his hand. Ah! He shouts. But with his shout, he shoves aside the bush, and you see the little creature that was in there. And you see this odd, tiny little thing. Now, it seems to have white hair. It seems reminiscent of that of a man. It has a beard, it has a mustache, and bushy white brows, a white cone hat, and a green cloak. And it seems to be holding something that looks like a scoop. And it seems to also be holding your hammer. Now, it seems that Greg has upset it, and it goes. Oh dear! It seems to be quite angry, and it did smack Greg with the hammer that you had. So, how do you want to deal with this? Do you want to forcibly grab hammer? Would you like to barter with it? Or would you like to attempt to threaten it? Okay, also those birds are awfully loud. I am going to turn down the volume. There we go. That's a little better. Drank it. So, like, is Greg okay? Greg's thumb, or Greg's finger seems to be a little swollen, but no bad injuries are visible. He seems okay, but he is kind of like putting it in his mouth to like to numb the swelling, to let it cool down a little bit. If I grab those hammer, I'll grab it. Barter with it, he can have Greg for the hammer. What are his wares? Alright, with 27 votes, you attempt to barter with it. And by request of chat, you attempt to give Greg over to the little man. It seems like a man anyway. So you're like, hey, look, we got off on the wrong foot, but you know, it's all right. Maybe you just think that hammer's pretty cool. I think it's pretty great. So, how about this? You give me, you point at the little man, and then you point at the hammer, and then you point at yourself as you speak. You give me the hammer, and in return, you can take Greg as your slave for upsetting you. And Greg is like, wait, huh? What? Although you attempt to barter, the little man simply goes, and it doesn't seem to quite understand you. And as you speak with it a little bit more, it decides it's had enough and runs off with your hammer. And Greg, slightly annoyed and angry at being hit, and also knowing that that was your belongings, like, hey, wait up, don't take that, hey! And then you see him dash off after the little man. You're seeing this fully grown man running after a tiny little half-size, pint-sized, green-cloaked little looking wizard-looking ass little guy through the forest. And, well, you'll be in a lot of trouble if you decide to, well, come back without Greg. They're going to find out eventually, the rest of your friends. Roll perception for any mouse in the forest. Would you like to roll for all right. I will roll that for you. All right. So, you look around the forest and you do not see any malls, but you do see that they are kind of following a clearing. It's a rather narrow-looking clearing, though, so it might be used by smaller people, perhaps. Now, you have the option to either... Hang on. Follow after Greg and the guy, or call your friends for help. All right, let me start the poll. You have either option. Please feel free to pick whichever one you want to do. Do you want... Because, again, you can't just leave Greg in the forest, never to be seen ever again. And for all you know, you don't trust Greg to take care of himself. Or his car. But... Can we fashion a replacement for Greg? Your friends aren't stupid. You're all morons, but you're not stupid. Greg went home, don't worry about it. Oh no, you know that they know that Greg would not want to pass up this chance to go up Backbroke Mountain. Not one bit. Oh man, dang it. Heal Greg and the little man and free Greg for the death of the little man. My goodness! Since when did the Skylights want to become such murder hobos? Is this what a DM has to deal with? Alright. We have about 23 votes. I think that's good enough, so I will now end the poll here. Okay. 25 votes. You decide to call your friends for help. So, letting reason take the hold of you, you decide to run back to your camp and call out to your friends. Guys! It's Greg! Greg is... And you see Jane really responding to you, but the rest of your friends seem to be preoccupied with other things. And perhaps maybe they have a slight vendetta against Greg for the accident they nearly got into because of him. But anyway, Jane approaches you and asks, "What's wrong? Where did Greg go? Greg go? He was chasing some birds earlier, wasn't he? He's lost, isn't he?" And you tell her, "Okay, he's not lost. He was following this weird little man into the forest because he took our hammer, and we need to get the hammer back, and we need to get." I guess we need to get Greg back too. And I mean, like, I don't want all of us to get framed for this. And she's like, "Okay, good point. I could have just lent you another hammer, but I don't want to be framed for any crimes when we come back, because, like, I just applied for a job. So, yeah, let's go get Greg." And so you and Jane, you guide her to the way where you saw Greg run off to. And you both keep running and running and running through the forest. And eventually, as you pass through the clearing, you realize that, it's getting more crowded. It feels like the leaves are growing taller around you, the trees getting somewhat thicker. You try to turn back and look behind you, but then you realize you can't really see that far past the leaves. And you and Jane are a little confused. Is this really the path that you've been following this whole time? Now, you have the option to attempt to turn back. Wait, let me type that down. Or you can keep pushing forward. It's up to you, wherever you want to go. The beard. I'm glad that you like my magnificent beard. I grew it myself. Yes, I grew it myself. It's took quite a bit of time. All right, so the poll is up. Feel free to vote. Do you want to go back, or do you want to keep going forward? Well, Greg is lost. Let's turn back. Ah, yes. The illusion of choice. But is it really? Is it really? All right. That's 21 votes. Anything else? Well, we tried. Well, Greg is lost in Underhill. Hope he runs into some unseen. What? All right, that is 27 votes. Oh, I see. You all decide to keep pushing forward. Wonderful. Well, so you tell her that there's no point in turning back. Come on, let's go. And so you both continue onwards. And do we even like Greg? I mean, he's always the guy who brings snacks to the party and to your own little D&D sessions whenever you hang out. He's not always late. And, is there any woman in the party? You have Jane. Goodbye, Greg. Why does no one like Greg? My goodness. Greg is the snack? Hey, yo! Anyway, so as you press onward, it keeps getting thicker and thicker until eventually a twig slaps you across the face, and you are forced to shut your eyes for a minute. And but then you realize once you open them, you're no longer in the thicket. You're back in the forest, and Jane still seems to be behind you, which is a good thing. But now what? The clearing is gone. You're just in what seems to be the Backbroke Mountain forest. Well, does clothes get fashionable or tattered? They do get a little bit tattered, a few scratches here and there, but you're all right. Don't worry about it. We're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. You two look around, and you seem to be lost on Backbroke Mountain. Oh dear. Well, yeah, Backbroke Mountain's forest. Yes, you went to camp on Backbroke Mountain. Anyway, you turn to Jane, and you tell her, well, now what? We don't have the clearing anymore. I mean, I guess the forest is a lot less thick here, and you can kind of see, but where do you think we should go? Jane thinks for a moment and says, I mean, you think you could try climbing a tree? Or, I mean, we could just pick one direction and keep walking. She looks around to see if there's like any strong source of light coming from anywhere. The sunlight is kind of strong over there. Maybe there's a clearing over there. So, roll to seduce. Oh my goodness, what is going on? You know what? Ahem. So you have the option to either climb a tree to look around, keep walking where Jane pointed, or you know what? Fine. You can attempt to seduce Jane. Fine. But remember, your actions have consequences. Just remember that. Oh my goodness. Let me drink some water. What is Jane wearing? She seems to be wearing something that looks like a t-shirt. So she's wearing a hoodie and then a vest. She's also dressed in comfortable pants as well, and very comfy hiking boots. Bard root? Oh yeah, welp. Shit, here we go again. All right, so 26 votes. All right, I will end the poll. So you attempt to seduce Jane. You tell her, well, I guess it's just you and me now, huh, Jane? I mean, I've always enjoyed your company. So it's nice to get some alone time with you. Jane looks at you in disbelief. her brows furrowed and her lips pulled taut as if she's judging you. And she simply says, you do know that I'm aromantic, right? And asexual, right? Have I not told you this? And you simply stare at her with an awkward smile and like, oh yeah, don't worry, I meant it platonically. Oh, you, Jane, you're a great friend. And Jane just smiles at you like, yeah. I want to go with the 100% effective, please. Oh my god. Anyway. I mean, if you want, you could do that. Do you want to? I'm gonna give you guys the chance. Hang on. All right, I'm putting up the poll. Do you want to throw away? Do you want to throw away all of your dignity, or do you want to get on with this, or do you want to stop cringing at yourself and get on with this? It's up to you. Oh my god. Anyway, so we got 26 votes. All right, I'm ending the poll. Ross to unalive himself. Okay, I will roll for this, but it's just going to affect her reaction a little bit. All right, we're rolling. Let's see. Okay, you fall to your knees in front of Jane and clasp your hands together, and you start sobbing. Jane, please. Jane, please, you're so hot. I've always really liked you for a really long time. Oh, please, Jane, please, just give me this chance, just one, please. And Jane simply stares at you in disgust and kind of decides to she doesn't even speak to you, but you can tell. Oh, thank you, Nicholas. But hang on, let me make the thing longer. But Tony, thank you very much for the great super chat. It's past midnight. I'm giving money at a short dignity. Dignity is an empty concept at this point, but it's greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, Nicholas. It is greatly appreciated. No, you do not have a hero point to reroll. So you could feel, though, that Jane's gaze at you is one of complete and utter disgust. Jane will remember this. And so she decides to walk on ahead without you while you continue to beg on your knees. Please. All right. So after your little spiel ends, you realize that she's no longer there. And you look around and realize, wow, you're all alone in the forest by yourself. Wow, she decided that you weren't even worth her time to keep around and help out. Oof. Alrighty. Well, it's time for you to decide how you'll get out. How will you get out? You still have the option to look up a tree. Climb up a tree, or just keep walking. I'll put up the poll again. Anyway, tree or walk? It's up to you. Start poll. We're gonna die. We're going to die on Back Broke Mountain. Might as well go home. You could attempt to, but you don't see any way back home, unfortunately. Walk after walk, Jane. Become monkey. All right, let's see. You have... All right, 20 votes, 23. 24 votes. I think that's enough. Let's end the poll there. 25. So you decide to climb up a tree and see what you can see. Now, we'll have to roll your performance on this. You manage to... Oh, with great deftness and skill and dexterity, and possibly fueled by your anguish after losing Jane, you climb up with speed that could rival that of any monkey, of any cat, of any animal that can climb. And you manage to reach the tippy top of this very impressive looking tree. And you see... What is that in the distance? It seems to be something like a little town. And you can see some smoke coming out of chimneys. It's not too far off. It might be a half-hour walk, but you could definitely make it there. Perhaps find your way back to your campsite as well. Though you don't recall there being a town this nearby the campsite. Anyway, you decide to climb back down and head that way, the way that you saw it. And so after a while, you finally find yourself at the town. And it seems to be a nice little place. It seems to be rather homey, made of bricks and wood and stone and what have you. And well, for some reason, everybody looks weird. It feels like they're dressed from a different time. It feels like they're dressed in medieval clothing, and whereas you, with your flashy clothes, you stand out like a sore thumb, and everyone is staring at you and whispering. Oh dear, this seems to be a little bit of a problem. Is this our home? Bricks, you say? You do see some guards that are dressed in a bright, light silver armor with helmets that look like that of, seems like a pitcher, or it seems like a bucket to you, but these are not familiar to you, to your knowledge. So act normal and breakdance, gotta get back in time. So as people are whispering about you, you notice that one of the guards comes up to you and tells you, "Halt! State your business here. You are an unfamiliar face in our town. What are you? Who and what are you?" So this is your opportunity to introduce yourself. You can either do it grandly, normally, or be a little bit mysterious. Yes. Hello, governor. Seduce. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, feel free to vote how you will introduce yourself. Ah, yes, Kenoff. Oh no, we've been isekai. Time to write the novel. I begged my crush to date me and I ended up in my ideal fantasy. You died from the cringe. Oh my god. My friend Greg ran off in this direction. Well, how many votes do we have now? We have 31. That's quite a few. All right, let's end the poll here. 31 votes. You decide to introduce yourself. Oh, it's a tie between grandly and mysterious. Well, you can be like, "Oh, they know me. They know me by many names, but well, you need to not know what they are, for I come from far off lands, good officer." Now let me roll to see what his reaction will be. 5. He seems to be rather receptive. And he says, "Oh, I see. You're one of those adventurer types, aren't you? Are you not a bard?" "Actually, no. Judging by your arcane focus, your staff there, perhaps you're a sorcerer. You know, sorcerers tend to be a bit more flashy than those wizards. I heard they tend to have quite a bit of beef with each other. But anyway, so if you're here to stop over, well, we've got well, we don't have an adventurers guild. We are managed by the duchy here, and well, we're a bunch of guards posted around, so we don't really need any help. But we are a popular stop for adventurers to refuel and regather supplies. You can go over there to Magic Mart." And then he points you over to this oddly pristine white stone building. And it seems to have a logo and sign up front, made out of wood, and also seems to be... Well, it looks like electricity, but you're pretty sure electricity doesn't exist in this world, so maybe it's magic. Especially since he mentioned sorcerers. It seems to be, yeah, Magic Mart looks kind of like a mall to your knowledge. But slightly more old-fashioned looking. Anyway, you decide to ask the guard, that's great and all, but have you seen... my friends Greg and... You cringe for a moment. Jane? What do they look like? So, Greg is like... this slightly heavier set, kind of tall-ish guy. You put your hand up to a certain level, and he's got like brown hair, and he. Oh, and then Jane is this like really pretty young lady. She's about this high. She's got black hair and like these beautiful green eyes, and yeah. Oh, and Greg was chasing after this little guy. He's got like white bushy brows, beard and mustache. He's got a green cloak and a white cone hat. The guard immediately stops you mid-sentence and he's like, "Wait, I know of that little creature. He's the little gnome wizard. I believe they call him, oh, what was it again? The walkie wizard. Yes, the walkie wizard. So he's a little gnomish man, and he does tend to basically get people to chase after him and lure them into his lair, where honestly none of us know what he does. Walkie wizard is a mysterious being indeed, so I would exercise caution if I were you. I mean, you are an adventurer, but I think it's dangerous to go alone. Well, with this knowledge, it's up to you. What do you want to do? Do you want to either... Hang on, do you want to search for Greg, search for Jane, or search for a way to get home? Screw those two. It's up to you. What do you want to do? Oh, hello there, Gardevoir. No, I'm not Gandalf, but I'm very flattered that you thought I was Gandalf. He has a magnificent beard. I aspire to have a beard like that. So, all right, let's see. 16 votes, all right, 19, 20. Interesting. Can we get a few more? 22? All right, can we get like 2 more votes, perhaps? Ganondorf. Gandorf. Anyway, 24 votes. All right, let's end the poll. And with 25 votes, you decide to search for a way home. You ask the god, do you think there's any way for me to get back home? Because after following that green guy, walkie wizard, was it? I ended up here. I'm not from here. Isn't there any way to get out of this place? The god pauses to think for a moment. Well, our duchess is quite an impressive sorceress. Actually, sorry, not sorcerer. She's an impressive cleric. Maybe she could commune with the gods for you to find out. Maybe. Well, it's up to you if you want to take your chances there. Another thing that you can do, he thinks for a moment, you could also try to get that walkie wizard to send you back. Trust your instincts to find your way home. Uber magic. So either you can go to the duchess, get to walkie wizard, or, well, give up and start your life here. Oh, it's up to you. I'm giving you the option. You can pick anything. You could do anything you want. You know, there's so many things that you could do. All right, feel free to vote. It's up to you. There's 11. What could we ball to the Duchess? I already. Phone finder, grab Greg's location. You're not sure if Greg has his phone on him, to be honest. Could be in his bag, back at home for all you know. This is our life now. But I guess I give up and start fresh again. Oh my gosh. Alright, so 19 votes. Let's get like 4 more. Perhaps 5 more. Anyone? Does he know any rangers? Well, you could ask the guard after this poll, or you could ask the Duchess, since she knows majority of what goes on. Yes, seduce the Duchess again. If we have to stay here, the Duchess sounds like someone nice to know. Can we clobber the wizard with our walking stick and steal the magic stuff? Why, indeed, you can. That is exactly what you can do. Anyway, so we have 27 votes. All right, I am ending oh my god, 28 votes. Well, it is a tie between the Duchess and Give Up. Oh dear. Well, so we mug the gnome. I'm in. What is it that you want to do? Give up and marry the Duchess? Give up and start a new life with the Duchess? You decide that, well, you would like to settle down instead in this lovely little town. It's quaint, and, well, you could probably learn some useful skills. So you decide to tell the guard, I think I would like an audience with the Duchess, if that's all right. And, like, maybe, I could learn more about the town and settle down here. Well, lucky for you, our Duchess is a very kind lady. And, well, she has a lot of assistance from everybody. So she does have some free time. I'll guard you. I mean, I'll escort you to, her villa. And so the guard escorts you over to her villa. And it's a quaint little place. It's not overly extravagant. Unlike some other fantasy houses or nobility houses that you've heard of. But it has a lovely little garden out front. And the guard opens the double doors at the front for you and tells you to wait just a moment while he goes over to the Duchess's office. And so you can hear a knock, knock, knock. And the sound of a door opening. And then you hear some muffled talking, and you hear the voice of the Duchess. And from what you can hear in the conversation, let me see if you can hear anything. Let's roll for that. Okay, you can hear a little bit of... And that's about all that you hear. And then eventually the guard comes back out and tells you the Duchess is ready to see you now, and she is happy to answer any questions that you may have about this town. And so you dust off your slightly tattered but flashy clothes. It makes you seem very presentable still. Perhaps you were just wearing a little bit of grunge fashion today. Lola, stop seeing the Duchess, please. Well. What's the guard's name? All right, you can ask the guard's name. You ask, thank you, sir. My name's Eric. Sir Eric, thank you. Yeah, I'll see you around. Thanks. And then you go ahead and you walk over to the Duchess' room. You take a deep breath, and you give a polite little knock, and you can hear, enter. As you open up the door, and you are greeted by the magnificent Duchess of this town. And you see, she is a very full-bodied, voluptuous, and, whatchamacallit, a very big lady in all areas. She looks like, you know that robot from, Robots, the movie? The auntie with the giant cake? The giant cake and, yeah, just generally very, very thick, yes. She is very visibly an older lady as well. Guys, I don't think that's what... Okay, Aunt Fanny, yes. She looks like Aunt Fanny, basically. The grandma. Yes. So Aunt Fanny body build. And, she has a little bit of makeup on, but she has the sweetest smile on her face. And she greets you, oh, why, hello there, darling. Thank you so much for coming to our town. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. Now, here, please, take a seat. Would you like some tea? As she points out to a tea, and there are some crumpets and biscuits and cookies set out on the table. Please help yourself to anything that you would like. Now, what may I help you with? Oh my god, the question. Mommy? Hang on, are you single? Oh my god. Okay, let's compromise here. You can ask about herself or ask about the town. Well, actually, I think asking about the town should be ordinary. Ask about jobs. Or you can ask about the walkie wizard. All right, so let me start a poll. While this poll is happening, you're free to vote on this while this is going on, but I will give you some backstory on the town. So you ask her about the town. What's his name? Oh, this little town here. It started only about 100 few years back, so it's still relatively new. But let me think. It was named after my great. How many greats was it? You see, we do have some halfling blood in our family line, so not all of them lasted very long. Great grandfather Gregorson, and so this town is actually named Gregtown. So, yes, and I am Gregina. Yes, I am Grand Duchess Gregina. It's lovely to make your acquaintance. But yes, let's see. We are mainly an adventure supplying town. Here on Back Mountain. Yes, Back Mountain. There seems to be a lot of magic items and herbs and what have you here. And so we decided to be a little bit of a stopover town for anyone who decided to adventure, because apparently on the opposite side, at the peak of the mountain, in the inside, there is a dragon that hoards many goods. Luckily for us, although he is a bit of a menace, the walkie wizard does help us protect our town from any dangers from the dragon. Wait, how old is she? What's the poll? What's the poll right now? 33 votes. I'm ending the poll. So you decide to ask a little bit more about herself. Oh, you want to know more about me and my family? Well, I'd be happy to answer that. So I'm Regina. I'm about 73 years old, I think, at least in regular human years. I do have some halfling lineage, but I'm mainly human. So my father was part of the halfling lineage, while my mother was a kind young lady who ended up living here one day. Yes. How old is 621? Who is 621? Is that the name of your character? Your character has no name. It is simply you. She can still have children, right? You decide to ask her, what about your family, Duchess Gregina? I don't have any family, unfortunately. I do have, no directly blood-related family, but I do have my adopted daughter. She's very young. She's only 10 years old now. I've always wanted to have my own kids, but as you can see, she shows her ring to you. I'm a widower, but unfortunately, we weren't able to have kids. But my daughter, she's the love of my life. I love her so much. Oh my god. Hang on. Immersion break. I don't know if I can handle this today. Immersion break. I don't know if I can handle this today. What the fuck, you guys? What the fuck? Oh my god. Sorry, I sent Sage to the Shadow Realm for a bit for enabling you guys just a little bit too much. Oh my fucking god. Did we win? How do you want to win? What do you want? It's not like I'm upset at you guys or anything, but I'm like, Jesus Christ, the only two things that are on my chat's mind are fucking the royalty, like literally, or murder hoboing somebody who's a slight inconvenience to them. Guys, what the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. Your character is as old as you are. So however old you are, okay? Hey, I wanted to go. We got Keith. Okay, like we have our individuals in the chat, yes, but that's not what majority ended up with. Oh my god. Anyway. You chose the poll option. You guys are the ones who suggested it to me. We all have a fault of this. Oh my god, okay. I'm not gonna be able to keep my composure anymore, so let's just keep going. Sage is now in the Shadow Realm. Anyway. So, I'll have 45 to 55 balls. Okay, alright. Anyway, so, let's see. Is there anything else that you want to know about me and my family? Well, we do also have the family trade of being apothecaries, basically. As you can see over there, I have my little brewer's table. Although our neighbors do tend to make wines and other spirits and such, we do focus more on potions here, which is what we stock over there at Magic Mart. Oh, by the way, have you seen Magic Mart at all yet, dearie? Why is everyone named Greg here, even in the town? Oh no, dear. Only the duchy, the lineage of the duchy tends to have the name Greg in it. So I'm Gregina. This is Gregtown. My daughter is Gregana. So yes, do we have spirit juice? Let me think. I don't think I'm familiar with the name, but if you happen to come across a recipe or know what it's like and its properties, perhaps I could make it. We could name our child Little Greg. So, could we marry Gregana? The church is gonna get cracked. Oh my god. Guys, I'm losing my train of thought here. I really am. You decide to ask the Duchess if she still would like to have an heir. Alright, I'm going to roll that with a disadvantage, okay? We are going to roll that with a disadvantage if she would still like another heir. You know, another sibling for... Okay, that's still pretty bad, but what's the second one? Okay, she's like, oh, what do you mean, dearie? I think Gregana will grow up to be a wonderful heir. Did you have some sort of other plan in mind? I mean, we have been considering converting into a democracy and having people run for campaigns, but, well, we haven't fleshed out the rules yet. No. But I would love to take you to Magic Mart so you can see what our main livelihood here is like. Would you like to come with me to Magic Mart, dearie? We're gonna be cringing remember Craig. Continue the bloodline. Oh my god. So, yes, but we're broke. So you tell her that you're indeed broke, and is this a date? If you're going on a date with your grandma, sure, I guess. So you tell her that you're broke, and she's like, oh, no worries, dear. From what I understand, you've been brought in by Walkie Wizard, yes. That little rascal. Well, he means no harm. It's just that sometimes he plays pranks that cause people to shift interdimensionally. And to be quite frank, we don't know how to get people back. But perhaps while we're there at Magic Mart, you might be able to see him. It's quite hard to find him, actually. But anyway, I'll take you there and I will treat you, sweetie. Don't worry. And then she pats you on the shoulder, very nice and reassuring. Her hand is very soft and warm, although a little wrinkly, but very soft and warm. And so, Gregana's her sugar. Gregana is 10 years old! Gregina, give me your sugar mommy, sure, whatever. So, we need to track down the walking wizard, introduce him to our walking stick this head. Anyway, we can wait! What the fuck? Oh my god. Anyway, is that in human years? It's in human years. It's in human years. Please do not, the daughter. Please and thank you. Greg Town, huh? I know many books called Greg. Anyway, so she grabs her little coin purse and her little like granny bag, and she walks out on over, and you see Eric opening the front doors for the both of you, and you can see that there's a carriage right outside, and wait, 7310, guys, Gregana's adopted. Gregina is an old widower. Gregana is adopted, okay? Oh my god. Anyway, so you are both helped up into the carriage, and you all ride on over to Greg. I mean, I was about to call it Greg Mart. Greg Mart. Oh no, I mean Magic Mart. Okay, so you find yourselves over at Magic Mart. And you can see at the sign up close, you can't tell that the sign is indeed magic and not electricity. For all your Greg needs. Sounds like some creature you invited star. Am I is Gregnart? Gregananant? Anyway, so you hear a nice cute little ditty that sounds like, it sounds like a bit crushed version of a lyre or a lute or whatever. But you can tell that it's not digitally altered. Greg at 11. Anyway, so Regina walks up to the front and says, "Here it is, dearie. This is Magic Mart. For all of your adventuring needs. As you can see, it's quite big. We have a lot of different stock. Now, oh, by the way, come look at this. Come look at this, dear." She kind of hobbles up the stairs to Magic Mart, and the automatic doors open up, and you see inside there seems to be a mascot standing out front, like a cardboard cutout of a mascot. And it seems to be something that looks like a very, very, very buff chipmunk. And the chipmunk has a really big red bow tie on it, and it's just like flexing his muscles while he has like a potion in hand. And I'm like, "Oh dearie, this is the mascot I designed myself for Magic Mart. This is Magic Mike. Isn't he wonderful? Don't you think he exemplifies all the qualities and strength that we want adventurers to get from our products here at Magic Mart?" Yes, I hope that maybe with our products you'll feel just as strong as Magic Mike looks. Alright, call it adorable to compliment her. You tell her that it looks adorable and that you love it. And she's like, "Oh, thank you, dearie. It's always wonderful to have my work complimented. Now, come on, let me go treat you to the goods here at the store. Everybody knows me here, don't you worry." And she gives you like a cute little wink, and you enter like to the main part of Magic Mart. And you can see that there is just lines and lines and lines of potions. It kind of vaguely resembles a liquor store. So there's lines of potions on the side, and then there's also a bunch of other like goods on the other end, stuff that looks like bagged or packaged in convenient, easy to bring rations, stuff like that. Not named Greg, 4 out of 10. Anyway, excuse me. So she gestures around and says, "Well, sweetie, take your pick. It's up to you, wherever you want to go first." Hang on, where's the poll? So you can either go over to the potions or the packaged goods. You can go to the fresh goods, which is like freshly baked things, or you can go over to the what else can we bring you to? The household goods section. All right, so I'm setting up the poll. Aphrodisia, oh my god. Oh my god, swear to god. Anyway, let me drink some. I got my packaged goods right here. Oh my god! Oh my god! Yo! I need water. You are going to make me spit my drink out or squirt out my nose. I swear to god. Oh my god. Delusion of the... Oh my god. Anyway, okay, with 29 votes ending poll, you decide to head on over to the potion section. Alright, so the both of you walk there, and you can see that there are many different potions. Some brewed by the Greg family, others brewed by other local potion makers in the area, and there seems to be a free sampling section. You know those little booths with little paper cups? There seems to be a section there with a rather disgruntled looking sales worker and 3 dispensers and a bunch of paper cups. And so you decide to approach it, and you see the lady at the desk at the booth there, just kind of like leaning on it, her elbows and like resting on it and her chin resting on her hand, and she looks at you unimpressed, just like, "Hi, welcome to Magic Mart. Feel free to try our free samples." And how would you like to respond? You can ask questions, you can say stuff to her. Yeah. Anything in particular? Careless whisper plays in the background. The hot topic treatment. I'm home. You're cute. You say, the hot topic treatment. I'm home. You know, you're pretty cute. And she just stares at you blankly, and she's like, "What do you want?" Fertility potion. She continues to look at you blankly, like, "We don't have a fertility potion at the free sample section, and also I'm not a regular stalker, so like, if you want a fertility potion, go ask like any of the other clerks over there." Damn, tried. Oh god, she's already dead. Get Jane again. So are you gonna have a free sample or not? Wink at her awkwardly. I'm gonna roll with a disadvantage to see how she reacts. That's a 6. Okay, that's pretty good. And that's a 3. Okay, so you get the 3. So it goes as expected. She just stares at you blankly, and then she like just goes like and then looks off to the side. That's about it. I swear this DM is out for our blood. I swear this chat is out for my blood. Oh my god. Either that or to impregnate all of my NPCs. Marry her. If we marry the Duchess, maybe we can adopt them. Where is it? The clear? Oh my god. Anyway, she's like, "Okay, you're starting to get on my nerves. Look, our free samples are a strength potion, a speed potion, and a toughness potion. It's up to you, whatever the hell you want to try, just go ahead." And you can see that at the little tubs, there's a green, a red, and a yellow potion. You don't know which one is which. Would you like to attempt to ask the clerk one more time? Or will you just pick a random one? Toughness potions. Okay, wait. Hang on. Let me put up... so there's either red, green, yellow, right? Is what I said. Is that what I said? I don't remember, but... Well, let's make it red, green, yellow now. And then... ask clerk. Alright. Okay. So... Yeah, please feel free to vote. You can pick what you want to do. What if you just took a bunch without looking and chugged them? I'm feeling lucky. Oh my god. Consume all 3. 22 votes, 23. Alright, that's 26 votes. Okay, I think that's enough. So, alright, we end the poll. Alright, so you decide to ask the clerk. Sorry, I didn't catch which ones are which. Can you point out to me? Mid-sentence, she grabs a paper cup and then she puts it underneath the red potion. and fills it up. She chugs it herself and goes glug, 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 and she slams it back down. But as she slams it back down, boom, you can see that there's a dent in the table now as she lifts you up by the collar with one finger, and she's like, here's a free sample of the strength potion. Are you happy now? And yeah. Damn, strong flask. Oh my. That's mommy. She sets you down, and then not what I had in mind, but whoa, mama, I love trying harder. Oh my god, you say harder. And she's like, sir, this is a once only free sample trial. And then she sets you back down, and she sits back down at the booth, and she like crosses her legs and then looks over at Gregina, and she's like, oh, good day, Miss Gregina. Would you like a potion sample as well? I mean, of course, you can have any of this for free. Oh, it's all right, dearie. Thank you so much for giving this young person here a free sample, though. I think our potions seem to be working quite well, don't you think? And she's like, yeah, I guess. The Duchess will just do that. She didn't care. She probably couldn't hear you. Wait, hold on. What would have happened with the endurance potion? Well, too bad you didn't pick it. You're not gonna find out for now. We can use that potion later. So, well, now you know what that free sample is like. You're free to peruse the potions for anything that you might be looking for. So up to you. What do you want? Are you looking for anything in particular? Are you looking for anything particular in the potions? Anything that you want to, like, see if it exists there? Up to you guys. Sir, this is a magic word. Animal speak. Alright. Let's look for an animal speak potion. Let's see if you find it. Let's roll. Let's see. You also ask for Lady Gregina's help, so I'll roll that with an... Okay, you don't need to roll with an advantage. You do find an animal speak potion. All right. So you can take that. All right, but I'll let you guys look for other potions as well. Is there... Are there any enhancement potions? Don't ask what I want to enhance. We need to know. We need to know what kind of... Oh, actually, you know what? Okay, let's look for an enhancement potion. Currently, you have animal speak. Let me write that down. Hang on. Do we have another text box here that I can use? One sec. Okay, here. So we have animal speak. Excuse me. There. Let me just make that a little bigger, move it to the side. And so you also look for a enhancement potion. Let's see if you can find one. Rolling. You don't. You find what's the name of that? What shall we call it? What's the name of that spell? Enlarge, reduce. You find an enlarge potion. That's what you find. Do you want to take it? Do you want to take the enlarge potion? Jackpot. Yes. Remember, chat. Your actions have consequences. I'm just saying. But anyway. Alright, so you have the enlarge potion. Hang on. Okay, cool. Something isn't right. The pills from the other ads were real. I am feared. What other potions are you guys looking for? Let me scroll up a bit. Potion of X-ray effect. It can see through anything and everything, effectively making you blind. Sure. Let's look for the X-ray potion. All right. So you look for an X-ray potion that would render you blind. You do find one. You find two X-ray potions. Actually, you find one that blinds you, and you find one that's not blinding you. Whoa. And okay, I see you people are looking for a youth potion. So let me roll for the youth potion. Let's see. You get you find a potion that makes you younger by like a year. 1 year youth potion. There we go. It makes you younger by 1 year. Oh my god. I'll take it. Okay. And then let me see. I see that there are a lot of love potions. Sure. Let's look for a love potion as well. This will be the last one that you'll be looking for. I'll take 10. Bro, last year I felt so much better. Okay. This will be the last potion you guys will get. Where's the thing? Okay. We are rolling. Give it a minute. It's okay. You find undisliking potion. Mild. It only works a little bit. Like it makes somebody dislike you a little less. All right. So we have a set. I said it only works a little bit, guys. Oh my god. Does it have side effects? Well, you can find out. You can find out. Use it on the clerk. I mean, it's up to you. Okay, so since we have so many options, let me see. I think you can take the animal speak potion without, so we can just have you guys pick what the other one is. But I will have you guys drink the animal speak potion, and it tastes a little tangy, a little like a very specific kind of orange, and then like a hint of persimmon, maybe. It's a very yummy tasting potion from what you've tried, and Gregina says like, oh, that's a wonderful choice. I love animal speak potions. It allows me to talk with the little squirrels that come by my garden every now and then, and so yes, you take the animal speak potion. There are no animals at the moment to speak to, so so for now you can take whatever other potion you want. So it's either the enlarge potion, the X-ray potion will have a second bowl for that, the 1 year youth potion, or you can have the undisliking potion. All right. Mild edition. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Is there a potion that turns you into a cowboy? Oh my god. Hang on, I need some more water. Okay, we have 7 votes. Feel free to vote, guys. I can suddenly understand what Greg said. Ooh, my throat is not doing so hot. It is not doing so hot. Excuse me. Cool ranch of potions. Okay, we have 23 votes. 24. 25. Okay, I think that's enough. Alright. So, I will end the poll. 26. You guys decide to take the enlarged potion. So, with the enlarged potion, you see the instructions in the back. It says, to apply this, you need to place it on the spot that you want to enlarge. And then, like, thoroughly massage it into that area. So, where are you putting it? Well, you can't just drink it. So only one spot. If you're fast enough and if you spread it out evenly, you can spread it everywhere else. Asked to be excused to the bathroom. You ask Miss Gregina if there's any bathroom. She's like, oh, sorry, dearie. We don't have bathrooms here. Usually, we just let people go to the inns because it's better for business. Oh, but you don't need to use the bathroom to apply that. You can do that right here, sweetie. So, Guys, you don't have Jane with you. Jane is missing. She's not here. Pour it on the... What the heck did I just get into becoming... Do you really want to know? Well, she gave us permission. It's a danger to the Duchess? Wait, it won't also enlarge our hands? No. Maybe. Drop our... Alright. Alright, hang on. Hang on. So, are you going to apply to... Alright. Upper body, lower body. Alright. I'm starting a poll. Where are you going to apply it? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we got 24 This is the fastest poll yet. We're already at like 30. Y'all, why are y'all in such a rush to make something down there bigger? Ending poll. Okay, 33 votes? Lower body. Now, I'm going to give you one last chance to save yourselves. You can either apply it to the pee-pee, to the legs, or to the feet. Or just your toes, maybe. I don't know. It's up to you. Oh my gosh. I hope we're wearing spandex. You're the one who created the instructions. You're the one who created. Alright, we're at 38 votes. You guys. Alright, I'm ending poll now. It's 40. Oh my god, everybody came out of the woodworks to say, I want to make my dick bigger. Alright, so for whatever little decency you have left, you turn away from the Duchess. You decide to unzip your pants and like a zip, and then you whip out your little fella and you hold the bottle towards it and you take a little dip. It's cold and it's prickly. Like it's like, imagine menthol stinging. Like it doesn't hurt, but it's like it makes you feel like that. All right. And like you visibly like cringe. You feel like you're gonna piss yourself. Oh my god. Oh my god. And you pull out and you breathe heavily and you're like you wonder if you actually did accidentally pee into the bottle. And did anybody see you? To your knowledge, no. Also, bonjour, hello, welcome. And like you hold your nads, your nuts, and your wiener with your hands for a bit, and like you're standing awkwardly. Like it still feels funny, but you're like, okay, so when's it gonna kick in? And so like Gregina says, oh wait, I forgot, dearie. 1 second. Let me just go get a shopping cart. You might want to get a lot more things. And so she walks away. And as she walks away, you realize that the tingling sensation is growing more, and like it kind of hurts. It kind of hurts, and you realize that. Okay, wait, how does enlarge work again? Hang on, let me enlarge spell D&D. Doubles in all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8. Okay, so average length of human PP. I think it's like around 5 inches apparently. Okay, so double that. And all the wait, average. What's that? Is it like diameter or circumference? Oh, diameter. Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Sorry. Hang on. That's length. Where's girth? Where's the girth? Average girth. There we go. Is that doesn't seem right. Also 5? Isn't that like sorry, I measured. Wait, hang on, where's my tape measure? Wait, that doesn't seem right. That's bigger than a jumbo hot dog. And I don't think that would fit on an average human torso unless you were like 10 feet tall. No, not even. Maybe if you were the size of an elephant. Anyway, that doesn't seem right. Hang on. Hang on. Wait. Sorry, I am very much researching this now. Stretched length, flaccid length, flaccid stretched length, girth. I really don't think 4 inches is right. I really don't. Wait, okay, you know what? Maybe let's like half that. So normal would be 2. Okay, if you doubled it anyway, it'll be 4. So you grow to a very inconvenient size. You grow to a very inconvenient size. And my god, you feel like you really, really need to pee. And please note, you are currently flaccid. We become a tripod. Wait, how long is 10? Dear God! Dear God! You are a tripod! Oh my god! Ray, thank you for the super chat. You know what? I bet it was intentionally written that way because the writers of D&D knew what it is to try this. Good, it's easier to be... Alright, well, I guess you can try to hide your new tunnel snake down your pant leg, I guess. Before Granny gets back and see what kind of shit you got yourself into. We are back in Heat Gamers. Oh god. Between your like panic fumbling. Oh, actually, do you want to like? How do you want to hide it? You see some boxes. You see some boxes off on the side that seem to be meant for like, you know, goods and stuff. So you can hide the tunnel snake by putting it in the tunnel pants, or you could get a box, or you could, what else can you do? Run to the clothing section. I don't know. Start Paul. Alright. Disguise Pringle scan! I mean, I guess. Oh my god. Put a shoe and pants on it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I had the most cursed idea. Oh no, you could dress up like Squidward. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we need to. Oh, say hello to my little Gray. Oh no! No! Alright, 46 votes. I'm ending the poll. 48. Okay. So you can put it back in your pants. Alright, you're returning the squid to the sea. With some okay, wait, let's see how well you do this. Alright, so let's roll. Yes, it's flaccid. It's already a 10 really flat. You are now what's it called? You are a shower, not a grower. You rolled a 4. So that's decent. Like, you fumble around for a bit, but you managed to just let it sit across your leg. And it's awfully tight. It's very uncomfortable because you know, you're not used to this, but well, yeah. Are you sure the outline is showing through your pants? It's showing. There's nothing you can do about it. There's absolutely nothing you can do. You have doubled your pee-pee in size, and you expect to be able to hide it normally? You really expect that with your regular old pants? Why are we using these? We're simplifying it by a lot. Basically, be confident. Show your proud. Baggy pants do wonders. You were wearing like your fancy schmancy form-fitting pants. Not quite like skinny jeans, but yeah. Anyway, so the clerk who was giving out free samples here's you nearby. Here's your pants jingling and jangling and like the zipper moving around, and she's like, "Sir, we understand that we don't have a bathroom here, but please refrain from peeing on the merchandise." Sir. And I think you're overestimating how big it is. That's what? Think something fun. Oh, Duchess, you're going to bang your 73-year-old Duchess? She's your sweet little old granny. Guys, do you even know what Aunt Fanny looks like? Give me a moment. I think this is gonna break some hearts. Hang on, give me a second. Give me a second. Where are we? Let me save this image. That's a WebP file. All right. Save this image. That's a PNG. We can work with that. Okay. Guys, this is what Aunt Fanny looks like. Just so you know. This is what Regina basically looks like, you guys. What? Oh, that. Excuse me. Still wood works better than I'm conflicted. Oh my god. Oh my god, y'all. Okay, I'm learning more about you every single day. Interesting. Okay. She got whole brain. Did we stutter? You know what? Yeah, it's worth. Oh my god. Okay. Sigh, chat. Anyway. So, oh, my throat. Where were we? Yeah. After being told not to pee on the merchandise, you kind of waddle on over. I'm so proud of this community. Thank you for the 15-month membership flex. Now that's more for you guys than it is for me. But thank you, I appreciate it. Anyway, Granny comes back with the shopping cart. And she's like, "Well, dearie." Oh, sorry, Regina. Yeah. Here, feel free to put those bottles down. You don't mind if I stop by the fresh produce section now, do you? Come, please accompany me. I need to buy some things for dinner. And not the waddle. What choice do you have? It's really hard to walk. These pants were not made for movement like this. Anyway, so you both walk over to the fresh produce section, and there you see. Oh, so wait, I have to. Sorry, I have to fix this. You know, I have a problem with this because we're getting oddly very close to some very explicit. Whatchamacallit? Very explicit role playing. If I'm not careful with how I'm DMing, things could go very much awry and we will get deleted off of. With great power comes great responsibility. You know what it's worth? You brought us here? You guys had every option not to. Look, okay, it's my job as the DM to give you guys as much freedom as I can so that it's fun for you. But at the same time, like, you know, I can't help but hope that you guys will be a little responsible. Well, anyway, fade to black, you're right. I could just fade to black. Thank you for that. But anyway, gave too much power, you're right. Because, like, it doesn't feel fun when I'm, like, basically directing you guys through the thing, you know? We started us with back broke mountain. And then look, man. It's us, you should expect this. Somebody's gonna get pregnant at the end of this session. my god. So you admit this is fun? Okay. Maybe. Oh god. Anyway. Now you know what? I'm back. Okay. Anyway. So you head over to the fresh produce section and you see Gregina looking at the different meats and stuff like that, the different like fishes, and there seems to be like eggs off on the other side, and you approach what seems to be a fish tank, and there is a lot of fish in there, something that looks like a cross between an eel and a catfish, from what you can tell. A rather pitiful looking faced fish, but because of your animal speak potion, you hear them wailing and crying. All of these fish in this one tank going, do you approach? Do you want to approach the fish tank? I hear eel is good. That was completely unintentional. I did not know that, but oh my god, hell no. No. Mate, that is no. Nope. So we're Aquaman approaching no dear. It seems like, okay, how many people? I think okay, let's host a poll for this, because I was expecting more of a less diverse answer. So approach the fish tank, question mark, start the poll. Fish, no, do not the fish. 1, that's illegal. 2, you're not gonna fit, you're gonna kill it. Stop. Oh my god. Please. Oh my god. How do we know this is illegal, Great Town? Because I said so. Oh my god. Oh no. Do not pleasure yourself with this fish, please. Okay. 33 votes. 36. Okay, I'm ending poll. You decide to approach the fish tank. As you approach, you hear the fish wailing like, oh, please help us. We're so hungry. We haven't been fed in days. Where's my mother? And like you just hear these wails of agony, and you approach and you lean in close and you say, I am going to eat you. And then the one of the fish stops and stares at you. Its eyes almost completely lifeless, even though its body is still moving. It's like, please, end my miserable life. And well, it's up to you if you want to take some fish and like eat them or inhale the eel, or you could just move on with your day. We are made in God's image, not you foul great. We should have saved enlarged motion for the fish tank. Stuff an eel down their pants and bounce. Okay, wait, hang on. Take an eel or more. Alright, let me start the poll. Alright. Oh my god. Alright. All that mental business made me hungry. This is basically a visual novel at this point. Alright, so we got 27 votes. So, alright. I will end the poll now. 28, 29. Alright. So, you decide to take an eel. You take one eel. We got a 41% result here. So, you take that eel that asks you to end its life. And, okay. Do we want to shove it down our pants? What am I saying? What is this session? Excuse me. What's a TTRPG if not an analog VM with... You're right. Poll 1, do you answer the phone? Poll 2563, do you shove eel down your pants? No, you're just an able... Okay. So So you take the eel with your own bare hands, and you take it up front to like one of the clerks says, "Excuse me, I would like to purchase this eel," and they're like, "Yeah, coming right up. Do you want us to butcher it, or do you want it like to bring it home fresh?" So it's up to you whether you want to bring it home fresh, eel in a bag, or butcher the eel. It's up to you. Okay. Here we go. So do you want the fresh eel or do you want to butcher the eel? See if how high is our cooking level? Up to you. We'll find out when you roll for it. Anyway, so that's 20 votes. Can we get a few more? What will be the fate of this poor eel? Excuse me. Alright, so 25, 26, 27. Alright, so I will end the poll here at 27 votes. Majority of you want to keep the eel fresh in a bag. So the clerk basically puts it in water. And let me think. Do we want to chill it or do we keep it fresh? Okay, so you keep it fresh in this bag of water, and the eel looks up at you and says, "Why bring me into yet another prison? I thought you were going to save me from this hellscape we call life." And so now you have a crying eel in the bag. Give it the X-ray of blindness potion so it doesn't need to see its fate. Oh my god, maybe you don't know what effect these potions will have on animals, so you refrain from doing so. Poor buddy. That 14 and this is deep. Oh, you mean damn, I'm 14 and this is deep? Use the undisliking potion on it. I should consult this eel for advice. You can use a potion later. In the meantime, you are carrying your eel and walking back to Granny Gregina. And she's like, "Oh dear, you wanted some eel for dinner? Why, certainly. We can have that later. But, let's see. Is there anything else that I'm missing? I don't think so. Well, would you like to see the packaged goods area, or perhaps pick up a drink? Let's take you over to the drinks first. Come, let's go." So she brings you over to an area that seems like, you know, the chiller section where they keep drinks and stuff. Like you've got some normal alcoholic stuff, you got some juices, you've got some jellies, you've got some yogurt, some coffee, things like that. And can we get a pack of lingo juice? Sweet Cham's favorite. You can pick whatever drinks you want. Can we get the eel drunk and seduce? Oh my god. Alright, so with that, you look around and you find your drink of choice. And but as you pull it out, you notice you hear a clicking noise as you pick it up, and it doesn't quite come with you. And then you see that the chiller kind of slides ajar. And then, oh wait, sorry, not that music. Let's play this and let's stop this. And there is what seems to be the back door of the chiller section. That's odd. And do you want to go in? you have the option to go in. Let me bring up the poll if you guys want. Narnia? An isekai within an isekai? Okay, do you go into the chiller back rooms? Double Narnia? Should we go? It's up to you. What do you guys think? Okay, because you have every right to just ignore it since, you know, you're just here to shop with Granny, right? Or, well, whatever it is that you're doing. 21, 24, 25, 26 votes. Alright, I think that's enough, so I'm gonna end the poll here. So with 26 votes, you guys decide to head inside the chiller back rooms. And, without telling Granny, you take a step inside into the gloomy, looming dark. And as you do, you hear a little like a from the chillers of the machines. Well, you assume it's a machine whirring, and inside you can't see much, but at the same time, you seem to be able to see your body normally. I don't think I have the right music for this area, so I will just continue to play this one, but on lower volume. So, nothing bad ever happened in a place called the Backrooms, right? So you decide to keep on walking. Eventually, you seem to bump into something that feels like a wall. So you trace your hand along it as you walk through. And in the distance, you see a figure lying on the floor. We have an eel and a big eel. What could go wrong? You're right. What could go wrong? So, you hear the eel rustling in your plastic bag saying, "Why is it so dark? Am I finally dead? Oh, thank goodness. Finally. Oh, I've been waiting for this. The sweet, cold embrace of death. Oh, and oh, I can't even hear my own thoughts over this loud humming." And, as you approach the figure on the ground, you realize it's Greg! Your friend Greg that you had lost earlier. And he is lying unconscious on the ground. So, what do you do? Would you like to... Hang on. Would you like to wake him up? Or would you like to ignore him and walk on? Or ignore him and walk back? Let me start a poll. Insert eel! Leave him again! Oh no, fresh Greg. So Greg is still our friend? I mean, he's always been your friend. I don't understand why you guys dislike him so much. He's not a bad guy. I think. Okay, wow, we already have 29 votes. That's a lot. Okay, hang on, give me a sec. Excuse me. Alright, so ending poll with 32 votes. That is 53% of you want to wake him up. So you set your eel on the ground, the one in the bag, by the way, and then you shake Greg awake and like, Greg, wake up! And Greg's like, huh? Oh God, it's so cold. Where are we? Oh, it's you. Hey, but yeah, where are we? And Greg looks you over, and he notices your new eels, and he's like, what you got there? You happy to see me? And you kind of just slap him. You slap him. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I was joking. But anyway, so how did we end up here? So you and Greg just take a walk around, look around, and think of ways to... Wait, brain, hang on. Of ways to get out of here. Like, would you slap it with what? Your hand. With the big... Do you want to slap it with the big eel? Are you asking me if you want to? Because I can give you the option. We can roll for it. All right, let's let the roll decide. Okay, 1 to 2. You slap him with your big tunnel snake. 3 to 4, you slap him with your eel in the plastic bag. 5 to 6, you slap him really hard with the back of your hand. All right, so okay, let's roll. All right, what do we got? We've got you. With lightning speed, you unzip your pants and slap. Oh my God! Tax. Wait, Velvet, thank you so much for the tip. Session snack funds. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh my God. Much appreciated. Thank you. Mwah. And yes, tunnel snakes rule. You shout that as you grip your monster snake in both hands and smack him across the face with it. It's fast enough that he cannot tell what the hell it was, but he certainly felt the force of it. They call me Lightning Eel Chincha. Anyway, he's like, what? Huh? What was that?
I barely
There's
know
a-
her.
Is there a monster in here? That felt kind of wet and sticky, and it smelled weird too. Rava X, thank you very much for the 15-month membership flex. And he's like, oh, you're like, oh, don't worry about it. There's probably something lurking around. Anyway, we should probably get the hell out of here. And so, without helping him up, you both stand up and you walk across the wall again, trying to get back to where you came from. But as you're walking, Greg touches something that feels like a light switch. And so he's like, what's this? And as he presses it, the lights turn the lights turn on, and you see around you, it seems like a giant big warehouse, but everything is just colored white. And from I'm sorry, I'm trying to find music. It's hard to find music. So as you can see, this place is completely dyed white, complete opposite of where you were earlier. But you notice that you hear a familiar cackling. And you can see, as you both turn around, you see the little gnome wizard, walkie wizard, standing atop one of the, what's it called? One of the shelving units, the warehouse shelves. And as you both look up, you see him pointing his little like scoop stick at you and going. From what you can tell, you cannot understand what he is saying. However, because you have the eel with you, the eel turns and listens to Walkie Wizard and says, he says that it's you again. You turn to your eel and ask it, how the hell do you know what he's saying? I can't understand what he's saying. I speak a little gnomish because a lot of the clerks that deal with the eels are gnomes. So, yeah. I don't like that guy. And you tell your eel to translate for you, and he's like, okay, I guess I might as well while I'm still in this mortal coil. And you tell Walkie Wizard that, hey, give me my hammer back and get us back to our normal world. Actually, no, wait. You don't actually care about going to the normal world. Actually, do you still care about going to the normal world? Or you could just send Greg back if you want. Do you want to go back home with Greg? Send Greg home, or just get your hammer. Okay, let me start the poll. I don't know anymore. Oh, no, just Greg. All right, we got 2 votes. Feel free to vote, guys. Alrighty. We go baby for Greg Regina. Oh my god. I want my hammer back by Greg. Oh. Alrighty. So we've got 30 votes. 28 votes. I think that's way more than enough. Alright, so I'm ending poll. You just want to get your hammer back. And you tell your eel to tell the wizard that. And the wizard responds. The eel says, I don't think he wants to, because he said finders keepers, and like you don't have anything of value on you anyway, so there's no real point in having like a trade. What do you do? Do you give me suggestions, guys? What do you want to do? You attempt to offer Greg again. Okay, so you tell the eel to translate for you to offer Greg, and with your supplemented knowledge, and the Walkie Wizard probably knows this, that whatchamacallit, that Greg might be, wink wink, from this town that he lives in, that Walkie Wizard currently lives in, called Greg Town, right? So Walkie Wizard is an angry yeah. Unga Bunga beat up the it's combat time. Okay, alright, I'll give you guys a choice. You can either bargain with Greg or fight. It's up to you. Start poll. Yeah, it's up to you. And remember, you have some potions here at your disposal. It's up to you guys. Feel free to vote on what you want to do. How are you gonna deal with this little menace to society, basically? Two wielding huge rods. Oh my god. Okay, so with 26 votes, I'm going to end the poll. The poll, sorry, 27. It seems like you guys want to fight. Well, if you're not gonna surrender my hammer, then get ready to feel my fists as you get ready to fight the dude. So, let me just roll for who goes first. If you roll 1 to 3, you go second. If you roll 4 to 6, you go first. So, okay, you do not go first. Angry with your words, the walkie wizard decides, and then as he like wiggles around his magical little wand thing scoop, he points at you and tries to strike at you with a little lightning bolt. And let's see if that lands. All right. Oh god, it lands. It lands on all three of you. On you, Greg, and your eel. Oh no. And it hurts a lot. Oh god. We're not ready for this fight. No, you guys chose this. You're ready. The poor eel. It's okay, the eel is getting what he wants. The eels that are lightning. Oh god. Actually, yes, it's a crit. It lands on your lightning rod and yeah. The eel is still alive, but it's kind of like a little limp. So, what would you like to do? Here, let me set up the options for you. So you have the option to approach and hit. You can also what's it called? You can throw a potion at it, or you can find something to do, like what you can do in this scenario. All right, our junk has become a liability. Okay, so feel free to vote on what you want to do. You can try to approach and hit it, but you will have to roll to be able to climb the shelf so you can hit it, or find like a I don't know, a forklift in the area or something. Our junk is why we rolled a 1. Okay, so we've got 24 votes. That's quite a bit. All right, so wait, can we get one last vote? All right, I'm gonna end the poll with 26 votes. 28 votes, sorry. All right, ending poll now. So, with... oh my god, it's either you approach and hit or you throw a potion. Let's compromise like this. You decide to get closer to him. And in the process of, before you start to climb up, you throw a potion at him. Which one do you want to throw? You can either throw... X-ray. You can't really tell the difference between the two of them in the middle of a battle because you're not reading the label. So it's either an X-ray potion, a 1-year youth potion, or the undisliking one, mild. Start. You yeet both? Oh my god. It's up to you. I mean, I guess you could technically throw both. But the thing is, you don't know if it'll cancel it out. We've got 19 votes. Alright, can we get a few more? 20. You know, I'm starting to see that if it's anything related to getting your dick bigger, there's anything of the spicy sort, there's a lot more voting activity, just saying. Anyway, so 28 votes. I'm ending the poll here. You decide to throw the undisliking potion at him. Now let's roll to see if that hits. Now where's the dice? All right, rolling. That. Oh, it's a crit. Okay, so you throw it at him, and it lands straight into his mouth, and like just immediately uncorks and goes gug 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 as it, you know, as he chugs it down unwillingly, and he's like. And now he's just kind of like grumpily muttering. Now for the rest of his turns, he won't try to hit you as hard. No heart eyes. Again, it's just an undisliking potion. He's just like it just acts like a funnel. Yeah, pretty much. And so now with that, let's see. Greg will try to do something. Wait, hang on. Let's roll to see what Greg will do. Will he be helpful or a hindrance? Okay, kind of in the middle. So, what Greg does is like, wait up, man, let me help you, as he charges towards the shelf and basically rams into it, sending it toppling down. As, let me see, let's roll to see if the gnome lands or not. Oh, okay, the gnome, he kind of like falls off and like hits his back on the ground. And at least we won't get crit on our biggest tickets. We'll see about that. And so the gnome is currently incapacitated, but there's difficult terrain in front of you. The shelf that is now on the ground with all of the stuff scattered about. All right, so now I believe it should be the gnome's turn, so he will spend his turn trying to get up. And now it is your turn. Okay, what do you want to do? Let's repeat. Do you want to approach and hit? Do you want to, what was it? Throw another potion? Or do you want to find another option? I don't know. Like, we'll come up with something random. There we go. All right. So the poll is now up. Feel free to pick what you want to do. All right. So we got 4 votes. We got 6. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. 9 votes. 10 votes. Curb stomp. Oh my god. 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So now we have... Can we get like a few more? To make sure that everything's, you know, not a stalemate. 24 votes. Okay, I am going to end the poll now. Alright, ending the poll. Oh my god, it ended at a stalemate. Alright. Instead of throwing another potion, you decide to... Actually... Okay, yeah, you will attempt to throw a potion because the debris around you is quite difficult. Your option is either to climb across it or to get around it. In the meantime, you decide to get around it and throw another potion at the gnome. Which one are you throwing? It's either X-ray or youth. And while we're doing that, I am going to remove... That's not it. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Let's remove the undisliking potion. Alright. And how many votes do we have now? We've got about 13, 15, 17. 18. A few more. Just a few more. Anyone else want to pitch in their thoughts? 21? 24. Okay, so we end the poll. We throw him an X-ray potion. And, let's see. I will roll to see which one you throw. Okay. So, okay, 5. You throw him the blinding X-ray potion as you grab it from your inventory and you toss it across his face. It shatters on his head and basically gets into his eyes like, yeah! And then and then he can no longer see. The gnome is blinded and confused and basically has like some cuts across his face, the poor guy. Okay, now let's get rid of the rest of that potion. Where is it? Oh my god. Okay, he's now puntable. Okay, so it is unlikely that the gnome will be able to make any proper movements. So Greg tries to go across the, instead of around the shelf. So both of you are trying to make it to the gnome. The gnome blindly and wildly swings his wand and tries to cast basically fireball. No, not fireball, firebolt. Firebolt. All right. So I will roll with disadvantage. I will roll it 4 times. So first one, this does not hit. Okay. Yeah, this still doesn't hit. And then for the second firebolt, this also does not hit. Okay. So yeah, he just keeps swinging blindly and he doesn't see it. So you decide to jump it and as you jump it, you take your hammer from its hands, and you can hear him going, and you pocket your hammer. But now what do you want to do with the gnome? What are you going to do with Walkie Wizard? Do you want to beat him up? Leave him alone? Or do you want to something else? Ask Greg. Question mark. Okay, so all right, it's up to you guys. What do you want to do with the little wizard? Oh no, you already took your hammer back, so, but you're free to do something else with him if you want. Bring him to the Duchess, hold him still so Greg can get a hit. Oh man. If there's anything I've learned from playing EverQuest for 13 years is that gnomes are for eating. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so we're at 29 votes. I am going to end the poll now. Okay, that's 30. 31. Do you taste great or pickled and related to kebabs? Oh my god. So, majority of you want to do something else. Ask Greg. So you ask Greg, what do you want to do with this little punk? And Greg just kind of like panting, looking over and like, oh, okay, that was hard to do. Wait, hang on, let me pause the music. Where are we? So, as you all look over at this gnome, he's like, I don't know. Maybe we should bring him out of here and like, what's it called? Just let the locals take care of it. I mean, he belongs here, right? Or something. I still don't know where we are or what the thing is. And you're nodding, you're like, okay, yeah, I did meet the Duchess in this area, so I guess we could, you know, bring him to her. And the little gnome guy is just like, so you both walk out, and Greg is surprised to find you guys at something that looks relatively like a regular supermarket, but not quite. And he turns over to you and says, hey man, thanks again for saving me there. It was really scary, but glad you got my back. And like he pats you on the shoulder, and he looks back down at you again now that he can see a bit better. Hey, is there something different about you? Did you change your pants? And you're like, yeah, sure. Anyway, let's go look for the Duchess. Her name's Gregina. And he's like, whoa, Gregina? Just like my great-great-great-great aunt. That's crazy. So, you guys eventually find Gregina with the eel and gnome in tow. And then thank you for saving me after you sold me off. You find Gregina, and she's like, oh dearie, where were you? I asked the staff for CCTV footage, but nobody saw you. I'm glad to see that you're safe. And oh, is this a friend of yours? And she looks over at Greg. She's like, why, you're the splitting image of my father. It's nice meeting you. What's your name? Hey, my name's Greg. Greg, just like my father. That's amazing. Well, welcome to Greg Town, Greg. This is Magic Mart. And he's like, whoa, that's crazy. I hope she is daddy-ish. Excuse me? What? In a world of magic you have CCTV footage? Why, yes, of course, dear. It's run by Aether as well. I mean, you can't expect all of us to keep track always. And the alarm spell could easily be disarmed by anybody who knows magic, so I think CCTV's perfectly fine. Anyway, let's shall we get going, check out our goods, kids? And you all decide to agree and head out. Oh wait, Duchess, we have the Walkie Wizard, and you dangle him up like by the back of his coat, and he's like kicking the air relentlessly, and she's like, oh, it's the Walkie Wizard. Oh no, dear, what happened to you? You're all bloodied, cut up, and bruised. Dearies, what happened to him? Are you going to tell Gregina what happened? Are you tell Gregina the truth?
question mark. That's not a question mark. Start poll. Okay, I'm gonna drink some more water. What's going? Ah. Okay. There's no more water in there. This is so sad. So with the poll, we've got 21 votes. Can we get a few more in there? So with 24, 26. All right, I'm ending the poll at 26 votes. Majority, if you want to tell her the truth. So you decided to tell her that, well, he kind of attacked us. So in self-defense, this is kind of half true. We kind of fought back, and she's like, oh, Walkie, you know you're not supposed to harm the customer. And he goes, you say that they walked into your lair? Well, you're always bringing people and being so secretive about it. You're lucky that we even allow you to keep your lair in here. Now, again, we appreciate everything that you do for the town, but please behave yourselves. Now, why don't you three come with me and we all have dinner together? And, wait, let's roll to see if that pacifies the wizard. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. We decided to tell the truth. Yeah, we had a poll. Anyway, so in a fit of anger and dissatisfaction, Walkie Wizard just spits out, and then he shakes his wand wildly and shakes his ass, and he casts a spell on you since you are holding him, and it seems to have disintegrated you. But not actually. You have not been disintegrated. But it looks like to Regina and to Greg, you have been disintegrated. But in reality, you were simply teleported somewhere else. All by yourself. And now, you find yourself back out in what seems to be a foresty area. And what seems to have a little bit of a clearing. Oh dear. Huh. You look at yourself. You see that your form is still the same. You have a giant snake in your pants. And you have your eel that you can still understand at the moment. Wait, we still got a huge member. And imagine turning up back at camp without your friends, but with an eel in charge. Thank goodness this thing's... Okay, thank God, the eel is okay. Which one are you concerned about? Anyway, so, you seem to be back at Backbroke Mountain. So, now what? You're not really sure. You try to look for the little thicket that brought you back to the other world, but it's no longer there. And after spending about what felt like an hour searching, you decide to give up and go back to camp. And so you head back to camp, but then you realize nothing's there anymore. Your camping goods, your tent, your other friends, they're all missing. And you also realize that Greg and Jane are also gone. And as you investigate the site further, it seems to be that the remaining cinders of whatever campfire was still here are still relatively fresh. So that means somebody was here recently. You just don't know how long ago it was. And you put down your eel and you look around and just remembered you really needed to pee. And so, do you decide to take a piss out in the woods? Oh man. Are you gonna go take a piss out in the woods, guys? Or let it flow? All right, so you decide to look for a decent place, not too near the camping area. Put out the cinders as a fire hazard. You're gonna piss on the fire? Don't do that. Okay, I am not gonna let you do that. Okay, so you go off to the side and you look for a pretty decent place to piss. And as you finally find your spot, you take a few steps forward, but then you realize you feel a squeak underneath your foot. And you fail to realize this sooner. But there seems to be a rather rancid and rotting smell. A rather rancid and rotting smell is there. From what you can see, it is a bloody clump of hair. And you don't know whose it belongs to. From what you can tell, the hair is colored black. And it seems rather long. You only know one person with this kind of hair, but you can't be for certain that it's her. Well, and that ends our session for today. We'll unravel the mystery maybe another time. So, yeah. All right, good session today, guys. That just kind of went all over the place. What? No! JoJo ending theme plays. What a cliffhanger. Yeah. So, you supposedly went to another realm. I think you went to another realm, right? But now your friends are missing. And you have a corpse underneath your feet, so yeah. I almost forgot it was a fantasy adventure at one point. Anywho, so I'll be around about. That was honestly, that session really was all over the place. I did not have much planned at all. I just had key elements that I wanted to incorporate, but that's about it. So thank you all very much for joining me today. I'm gonna have weird dreams tonight, huh? I hope you all have pleasant dreams about that. It was fun. I hope it was entertaining for you guys. All right, so tomorrow we have our last stream for the week tomorrow. Sorry, one sec. We are going to play a little bit of Elden Ring. I will have dreams. I think that makes it crazy. Yeah. So Elden Ring, I don't really know if this will be the start of my first session, but my favorite bit broke the GM. Elden Ring, yeah, Elden Ring. So we're gonna see how that goes, and yeah, I hope you'll join me. It starts around the same time, so at 11 a.m. my time. So without further ado, let's look for somebody else to raid into. I'll just refresh my page, and oh yeah, Zelda Zone Zero. I did pre-download it. Wait, we have an auto-generated summary. Quality may vary. Of the end. Reacting to the end of a stream D&D session, they're discussing various aspects of the session, including what? Wait, I missed it. I want to see it again. Where's the automatic generated thing? Wait, I think you have to refresh it each time. Wait. Somehow I'm exhausted. Discussing various aspects of the session, including cliffhangers, characters, and memorable moments. Aw, they're not talking about the giant dick? Okay. Anyway. Who is live? We've got... who do we got? Pam and Kaz. A lot of people are playing Elden Ring from what I can see. Let's raid into Pam. Yeah, let's raid into Pam. So I'll save that. Oh, she's streaming Zelda Zone Zero. Well, you guys can check out what the game looks like in that case. So let's Skye everybody. Remember to be kind, courteous, and on topic. You only need to say Skye raid once and only mention us if the streamer asks. And remember, whatever happens like here doesn't necessarily always need to be explained over on the other side. Not every single detail, because maybe people might not appreciate that. Just saying, okay? All right, I'll see you guys next time, okay? Otsukai desu. Bye bye. Bye bye bye.